Show me everything. Show me everything you have. Open up Geppetto. So, it comes to this. The Blue Fairy, Sophia, decides the winner. Truly, I envy you. The puppet my Sophia keeps turning back time to save. Is it her sense of duty? Or her contempt for me? Or does she truly care for you? I gave up predicting Sophia's actions long ago. But I'd like to hear your thoughts. Sophia, what have you done to her?
Sophia. What have you done to her?
Yes, I suppose that was her wish. Sophia was always wise beyond her years. Knowing the truth of people's minds is a curse. I would not have been able to bear it if it weren't for Sophia. Her pure heart was a tonic for my pain. That's why I wanted her. I did. But I couldn't have her in the end. So I tried to use this power to hold her. Even if these hands never could. It's fine if I'm gone. But be warned. Watch out for Geppetto.
Now him, he really scared me. A human becoming a god? Terrifying. But a puppet becoming a human? Now you have my attention. Suit yourself, but it sounds fun to me. I wonder, what'll happen now? I sure don't know. But I do know one thing. You're stuck with me, and I'm stuck with you, pal. Wouldn't have it any other way. Huh? That's...
I knew you could do it. We have all the ingredients we need. I dreamed of this day for so long. The moment you'd come back to life. You can be human again. By using that vast supply of ergo in the arm of God. I just need the final ingredient. The one that holds your memories and your lifespan. Your heart. If you give me your heart, all these trials and tribulations will be over. You have been a brilliant and a good boy. As your reward, I shall turn you into a real boy. Give me your heart, son. were a good boy. But you insist on breaking my heart. Well, I suppose Carlo was mischievous. It seems you inherited his personality instead of his memories. But a father always looks after his children. Even naughty ones that must be punished, like you. In my own way, I grew to love you. After all, you're the puppet who would bring my son back to life. I'm disappointed in you. I didn't mean for this to happen. I believed you were a good boy. If you refuse, then I'll have to retrieve it myself. My son. You can become a real human. Come to me, my son. I never bound to the Grand Covenant like the other puppets because of Carlo's memories within you. I knew you'd gone astray. You troublesome little puppet. Is not for you, but Carlo. No father wants to return the lash, but there's no other way. I'll make you into a real human myself. After I lost you, my life was nothing but regret. How dare you? You're just a puppet. Nothing more. Bring you back. If you're afraid,
Maybe
within you. I know you have been troublesome little puppet. Your freedom is not for you, but for Carlo. No father wants to resort to the lash, but there's no other way. How dare you? You're just a puppet. Nothing more. Were you going to destroy Carlo's heart? Sorry.
good to see you.
Je t'ai rencontré simplement et tu n'as rien fait pour chercher à me plaire. Je t'aime pourtant d'un amour ardent dont rien, je le sens, ne pourra me défaire. Tu seras toujours mon amour. Je crois en toi comme en bonheur suprême. Je te fuis parfois, mais je reviens quand même. C'est plus faux que moi. Je t'aime.
흩어진 바람의 숨결 가려진 낯선 태양 어디 있는가 외쳐보아도 메아리 정 돌고 돌아와 잊혀진 기억 그리운 향기 애타게 찾아온 이름에 사라져 가시도 친 맘인 내 영혼 하지만 다시 기억해 바람에 저 노래를 영혼에 숨겨 감춰져 버린 마음에 한없이 잊고 잃어버려도 그때 몰랐었던 날 깨어버린 듯 널 찾지 못할까 내 맘에 감춰져 버린 마음에 한없이 잊고 잃어버려도 그땐 몰랐었던 날 깨어버릴 듯 널 찾지 못할까 내 맘에
I have a final report on the Krat experiment.
You certainly took your time, Paracelsus. Your findings?
I think we have a new brother. A new type of humanity, so to speak.
There are many forms of eternal life.
It's intriguing, and worth further observation.
Noted. And we'll have to get his arm back anyway.
I'm counting on it. Expect another report at the next meeting. Paracelsus returning. Ah, and when I return, I will find her. For sure. Another key of ours. Dorothy.
Welcome to...
I've made up my mind. I am going to keep living to honor Atkinson's sacrifice. Someone needs to tell everyone out there what happened in Krat. I'm gonna look for a way out again. Thanks for all your help. I hope Krat finds fortune soon. I've made up my mind. Someone needs to tell Thanks for all your help.
You have been such a great... As always, I stand with...
This great disaster, the Krat crisis, has left no one unaffected. But it's over now, thanks to you. We are all in pain. We're all hurting. But now it's time to begin healing. I will do everything I can to help. Together, Compagno, I think we really can make Krat, if not the entire world, a better place. You're always welcome here.
So much has happened. It's bewildering. But it feels like there is hope. Even here in godforsaken Krat. It's all because of you. So thank you. Though I suspect you haven't told me everything. I just want safety for everyone at the hotel, at least. That's why I should make sure you're well armed. If you need anything, just ask. I just want safety. That's why I...
Oh, did I scare you? It's me, Hugo. This whole thing has inspired me. I'm going to try to be the Aladoro of a new generation. I will also keep looking for the relic's true owner. Check in with me anytime. A great weapon calls for a great... Sorry, no, pronouncements aren't my thing. As always, prove that you're worthy.